see, maybe some armadillos or something else, and maybe get a view of the Indian River as well. So come join us. So we begin our hike along the trail, and we see a number of slash pines. It's not a dense, usually these pine flatwoods are sporadic. They're not densely packed together. So we're going to look out for some wildlife, some amphibians, some birds. So on our left, there's a large amount of saw palmettos. And they stretch back, and they're interspersed with the slash pines. And I'm sure that we'll be seeing a lot of saw palmetto, and slash pine will be the most common plant varieties that we see here. Okay, and on the right, we're also seeing another plant. Well, it's called it's a tree. It's called a sand live oak, and there's a lot of examples of it here. So there's a lot of them, and they go further back than this too. So a lot of sand live oak. So we're making a left turnoff on the trail. This is where it does a loop and comes back to the main trail that we were just on. And on the left side, we're seeing a lot of myrtle oak, very small shrub. And they're all over this left side of the trail. Continuing along the trail, it's primarily myrtle oak and saw palmetto, spattering of slash pines. That could have been a scrub jay. Okay, on the right here, there's a patch of white oak. And you can see the berries. Some more examples here. Large patch of it. This section here has a lot of berries. It extends for a little bit around here. The trail passes through a small patch of slash pines. And there really aren't that many. There's some off to my left, and these ones in front. And it's not that much really, not as much pine as I thought it would be on this trail. It's mostly a scrub habitat. There's a slash pine right there. And there's some more slash pine up ahead. It's a thicker concentration. Okay, on my left, these are heathers. More bigger patch right here. Get some close-ups of those. There's a little bit of stretch of slash pines. Continues down this way. Pretty sizable amount of trees here. Heading back into the distance. In front of me is all slash pine scrub. And the loop winds to the right at this point, which means that we'll continue passing through this little grove of slash pines. And so some scrub jays over here. Close as I can. You can see the blue. So they're all over here, a whole family of them. And I'll try to keep track of them. Okay, now off to my left is something that is kind of rare. I haven't seen it here. It's a yucca. It's flowering. It's white flowers. And it's just a tiny tree. We have another wildflower here. This is called an Indian blanket. Another patch of Indian blankets. A nice patch of Indian blankets right here. view of some slash pine to the left. So I passed through the loop, and now I'm taking the extra trail that goes to the Indian River. And once we get down to the river, it's possible we'll see some exotic birds. We'll keep our eye out for that. We have a scrub jay right here, hanging out in the scrub on top of a saw palmetto. So I'm seeing a lot of them today. A lot of scrub jays. It's getting breezier too, which means I'm probably very close to the river. We have arrived at the river. Right in front of the river, we have some sea oxeye, and they give off a yellow flower. There's a good example right here. Another one right here. So these are growing right along the river's edge. And this wildflower here is a catchfly prairie gentian. There's just one right there. And another one right here. And we're gonna make an attempt to get onto the beach. Oof. Okay. All right. And this gives a wider perspective of the river. Little stream that runs into, probably ends in a marsh, and we have white mangrove right here. And there's basically this whole edge here is white mangrove. Here's another example right here. So this concludes our journey along the Pine Flatwoods Trail in Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.